What's up, the Chief here. Today we'll be going over a video that happened out of Webster Grove, Missouri. Now, this is a clear example of why you should never ever take any motor assist, traffic stops, or any call in general lightly. So let's take a look at it and we'll break it down as we go through it. Now remember, this is a motorist assist. You see the police officer, he stops behind his vehicle. It's stopped in the roadway, not even on the shoulder. Police officer doesn't even have his lights on yet. Now he activates them. Now there's a lot of signs here that show that, hey, you know what? Something is about to go down. Look at the bad guy. Right off the bat, he opens up his door. Now, everyone knows you do not open up your door until, or step out of your vehicle until a police officer notifies you or lets you know. Everyone knows that. I think you're taught that in class. Now he opens up his car door the second time. Maybe he's sizing up the police officer, seeing if he, if he's approaching. So right there, the police officer just got out. Bad guy opens up his car door for the third time. See his flashlight? Now, here's one of the things I just do not like. The wide approach. There's so many disadvantages to this approach. What do you guys see right there? He has absolutely no cover at all. None at all, except for that wall. But there's probably a 20-foot drop on the other side of that. Also, too, is he's flashing his light towards the vehicle. If the windows are up, what are you going to get? You're going to get a glare back at you. It's just so many disadvantages. I like the approach, and I've always been taught that, and it's the only way I've ever seen taught, especially in my area, is walking up along the side of that vehicle. You walk up along the side of that vehicle, you touch the trunk, make sure it's pushed down, so so no midgets or anything are hiding in the trunk, pop out behind you. Also, too, is when he takes that wide approach, it's so much easier for the bad guy just to open up that car door and just push out right out the side and just get right on top of you. If you're walking along the side of that vehicle, he's gonna have to open up the car door, or the window is down. He has to reach all the way out and then put rounds at you. By that time, you should hopefully be able to retreat to the back of that vehicle and get cover on the back of that vehicle that you're stopping. And also, too, if he gives chase towards you, hey, throw some rounds right over the top of that trunk, or if you need to put rounds right in the back of that window. Just so many disadvantages of this wide approach. But this may be the way he's trained. But you better be fast on the draw, because watch how fast the driver of this vehicle is on top of him. Right there, he doesn't even get time to get to his firearm. He opens up look at the angle where he's at. He's literally right out the side. Here's your steering wheel. Here's the police officer. He's literally, boom. That's how fast he is. That's what this wide approach does. 5 shots immediately. The police officer doesn't even get time to return fire. Doesn't even get time to react, except fall down from getting shot. Boom! The police officer returns 13 shots at the bad guy. Bad guy falls down. POS is on the ground. Now, right here, there was a bunch of comments I've seen saying that the police officer, why did he render aid? Why didn't he start rendering aid? Well, remember, the police officer was shot as well. He needs to take care of himself first. Also, too, is that vehicle has not been cleared. So the person he's flagging down is not a motorist driving down the road. It's actually a police officer who was actually providing, or I think he was doing a motorist assist as well. He was pulling up on him. So he's flagging that officer. Hey, come on, let's go. I need some help here. Just got into a shooting. You hear that officer say, hey, officer screaming on the radio. Or it might have been dispatch. Just imagine his adrenaline right now. You see that? Once he said, I'm hit, that police officer, he reached for his firearm. Listen up now.
One subject down. Officer shot. One subject down. Unknown if anybody else is in the car.
So the assisting officer, he asked the officer who was shot, is there anyone else in the vehicle? He said he didn't know. Then he immediately goes over the radio, says one subject down, and also there is unknown people inside that vehicle. So until that vehicle is cleared, that person on the ground is not going to get any assistance. It's officer's safety first. Clear the vehicle, then assist POS, which just try to assassinate a police officer next. So this goes on for a little bit. Police officer, he's going to get his tourniquet, try to render aid to himself. The other assisting officer, he's got cover while also keeping an eye on this vehicle. Because remember, we don't know if anybody else is inside the vehicle. So this goes on for a little bit. So now we're going to take a look at another view of actually the assisting officer pulling up on scene. The officer who shows up, who he's waving on. We're going to take a look at that view right now. So let's move forward a little bit quicker. Now people were saying, "Oh, what? He's just laying there. Why don't you assist him?" Well, you know what? The only two officers that are on scene right now is a police officer who was shot and the assisting officer. Two officers. One officer does not count. They are not going to clear that vehicle until more officers show up on scene. So this is the second officer's car video. So remember, he was assisting another motorist. Now you're going to be able to hear the shots from about 200 yards away. If you guys all know, you guys live in the hood or you guys know somewhere you hear shots in your neighborhoods, you guys could tell the difference between fireworks and shots fired.
Sure, go ahead. District.
So that's them 5 or 6 shots from the bad guy. Now he still hasn't moved yet. I don't know if he was in the vehicle or not. Now after them 13 shots from the police officer, still about 10, 15, 20 seconds. Now this police officer starts moving. I don't know what that yell was. It's the officer on the radio.
83
actually got shot.
Westbound 44 southbound. Westbound 44
So now we pick up where the police officer shot and he's waving somebody on. This is that person he waved on. So you can see he approaches the vehicle.
3661.
He immediately pulls back. They start getting they give cover.
9381, I got an officer shot. We have an officer shot. Officer shot. One subject down. Officer shot. One subject down. Unknown if anybody else is in the car.
So right now, they're just going to stay back and wait for more officers to show up. When more officers show up, then they're going to stack up. They're going to approach the vehicle, and they're going to clear it. Once the vehicle is clear, and then they will provide aid to that POS that's on the ground who just tried to assassinate a police officer for no freaking reason.
7630, you have cars around.
So you can see him, he's applying a tourniquet. Great freaking job by this officer. I mean, the other officer's providing cover, just keeping an eye on the bad guy, and also this guy on the ground, he could be playing possum. So he's providing cover, he's keeping an eye on the vehicle, keeping an eye on the bad guy. Great freaking job until more officers show up. So we'll fast forward a little bit. So you guys' rifle, you're going to see more officers show up. They're going to stack up. So you see more officers showing up. They're going to roll up, and they're going to clear that vehicle. Now, once that vehicle is clear, like I said, and then they are going to provide aid. And that is exactly what happens.
Go to Barnes Hospital.
So you see the other officer taking that wide approach too as well. Now he's coming back.
9384, verifying you're out now in the police car. I'm en route on the eastbound.
So there you have it, people. Post in your comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me if that police officer who was shot should have provided aid to that POS bad guy, or did they do the right thing and they laid back and waited for more people to show up, more officers to show up, and then clear that vehicle and then provide aid. So you guys tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think about the video. Post your comments down below. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. God bless and stay safe, people.